They say the north hides its secrets well. Under blankets of snow and silence, things move. Quiet, patient, relentless. But lately, that silence has been broken. Out there, across the frosted plains of Saskatchewan and the frozen forests of Alberta, the earth is changing. Something is stirring beneath the ice. Something that doesn't belong here. At first, people thought it was a myth, just tracks in the snow, vanishing before sunrise. But the stories grew. Crops uprooted overnight. Streams turned to mud, forests ripped open as if a storm had passed. But there was no storm. Just hoofprints, hundreds of them. They call it the wild boar invasion. A beast not native to this land, born from generations of domestication, escaped into freedom and turned feral. Now it spreads like a virus across the north. Unseen, untamed, unstoppable. In the still of night they move in herds, tearing through farmland, collapsing fences, devouring roots and seed like a plague with tusks. One herd can destroy a year's harvest in a single night. And they don't stop there. They churn the soil so deep that it dies. No grass, no grain, nothing left but scars. Every winter, the damage grows. Every spring, the land takes longer to heal. And every year, the numbers rise. They breed faster than rabbits, 10, sometimes 12 piglets at a time. They adapt to the cold, burrowing into cattails, surviving blizzards that would kill most creatures. They eat everything: corn, wheat, roots, insects, even the eggs of nesting birds. And they carry diseases that can wipe out cattle, infect pets, even threaten humans. It's not just an agricultural problem anymore. It's an ecological disaster, spreading silently through rivers, forests, and fields. A slow-motion invasion, hiding behind the beauty of the snow. And so, the people fight back. Not soldiers, not scientists in lab coats, but farmers, rangers, and hunters, the guardians of the north. When the land cries out, they listen. When the balance tips, they act. And in a place where every footprint leaves a story, their story is one of courage and grit. By day, they walk their fields, repairing fences, tracking trails, studying patterns of movement. By night, they become shadows, guided by instinct, technology, and a deep, unshakable bond with the land itself. This isn't sport, it's stewardship. To outsiders, it may look simple, just another hunt in the cold. But those who know, understand. It's a chess game played on snow and silence. Because the wild boar learns fast. Miss them once, they'll change their path. Lay a trap, they'll circle it for weeks. Try to predict them, they'll prove you wrong. They are survivors, shaped by centuries of instinct, sharpened by the mistakes of man. And now, they threaten everything we've built. In parts of Canada, entire ecosystems are collapsing under their weight. Wetlands turn to sludge, nests destroyed, native deer pushed out of their ranges. Even rivers run thick with silt after herds churn the banks night after night. And still they come. Driven by hunger, by cold, by survival itself. But this story isn't about fear. It's about those who stand against it. Across the provinces, people are joining forces, farmers linking arms with conservationists, scientists sharing data with hunters. Drones scan the forest canopy for heat signatures. Satellite maps trace migration routes. Trail cameras hidden among birch trees record every whisper of movement. It's no longer chaos, it's coordination. A defense built not from panic, but from purpose. Because to protect this land, we must understand it. To fight this enemy, we must think like it. And that's what these hunters do. They move with respect. Every decision measured. Every moment deliberate. They study wind, temperature, moonlight. They track patterns like detectives, reading signs in the frost that most people would miss. A broken twig, a patch of churned snow, a shadow that doesn't belong. It's not just skill, it's intuition, the kind passed down through generations that once relied on nature, not technology, to survive. And they're not alone. Beside them run their partners, the dogs, lean, fierce, loyal, trained not for destruction, but for balance. They move through the forest like whispers, noses low, hearts steady. They don't hunt for sport, they hunt for purpose. In the bond between hunter and hound lies something ancient, a partnership older than memory, a promise written not in words, but in action. Together, they form a rhythm, a heartbeat that echoes through the wilderness, and in that rhythm lies hope. Because for all its brutality, the wild can still be healed. For every acre lost, there's one that can be restored. For every herd removed, another patch of forest begins to breathe again. Out here, the fight isn't against nature, it's for it. And those who rise before dawn, who endure cold that bites through skin and silence that hums in your bones, They understand this truth better than anyone. The wild boar is not evil. It's survival made flesh. But when survival becomes invasion, humanity must answer. This is not a war of hatred. It's a war for balance. In Manitoba, communities have begun working together. Farmers, hunters, and indigenous trackers, combining traditional knowledge with modern tools. They share reports, footage, and data. They mark migration routes and coordinate efforts so no region stands alone. For the first time, the front lines of this silent war are united. And beyond Canada, the story repeats. In the wetlands of Florida, the rice fields of Japan, the vineyards of Italy, the same enemy spreads. Different landscapes, same scars, same fight. Everywhere they go, wild hogs bring chaos, tearing through farmland, spreading disease, threatening wildlife, and even human safety. But everywhere too, people are standing up, defending what matters. Because when the soil dies, so does everything that depends on it. And if we lose that, we lose ourselves. Sometimes on a winter morning, after a night of bitter cold, the land lies still. The snow glows pale under the rising sun. And for a moment, a heartbeat, there is peace. That's what this fight is for. Not trophies, not glory, but peace. The silence earned after struggle, the breath of a land that gets to heal. That silence means more than any victory. It's the sound of balance. Fragile, fleeting, but worth everything. And that's what life in the hunt stands for. Not blood, not domination, but devotion. Devotion to the land, to the balance that feeds us, shelters us, defines us. To the idea that humanity's greatest strength isn't in conquering the wild, but in protecting it. So now we ask you, have you seen it? The churned fields, the broken fences, the midnight movement that vanishes with the dawn? Have you stood on your porch and heard something move in the dark? Too heavy to be deer, too smart to be coincidence? Have you felt the weight of silence after chaos? Then you know this fight, and you're part of it. Tell us your story. Share what you've seen, what you've fought for, what the land has taught you. Because every voice matters. Every story adds strength to this cause. And somewhere out there, another hunter, another farmer, another protector is listening. And your words might guide their next step. If you believe that hunting, at its core, is not about destruction, but about duty. If you believe this earth still deserves defenders who stand between chaos and balance, then you're already one of us. Hit subscribe, ring that bell, join the Life in the Hunt family, because out here we don't just chase the wild. We fight for it, we respect it, we live it. Life in the Hunt, the Winter Invasion.